Hi, welcome back to our first Python online live classes for placement and let me check the comments how I can do that. Okay, I hope everyone is getting our live session. So this is our first live session on Python. So today onwards we are going to discuss Python, that too very hands-on. This complete course, this complete live sessions is on hands-on, and we want to make students think, learn so many things on hands-on experience. That is why we are placing this live classes. This is exclusive for first year BTech students. This is very helpful for first year BTech students. So once every day we are going to do some challenges. Before we move on to our actual Python course, first you need to have some basic understanding about what we are going to do in our coming months in this entire semester up to December. This is what our semester is. So let me explain that. See, assuming that you are a BTech first year student, so you need to understand this. Assume that there are a total of 200 logics will be there. See, out of these 200 logics, so out of this 200 logics, every computer science student has to understand and basic coding skills that come from this 200 logics. So whether you want to go for placement or you want to start a startup, whatever you want to do, if you want to be in the computer science field, these 200 logics should be known to everyone. Every computer science student has to learn this. Suppose if you want to go for, if you know these 200 logics, you are going to crack 5 to 7 lakhs package. So that's why this is the minimum skill required for computer science student. These 200 logics has to be known to everyone. So above this, one more 200 logics will be there. So total 200 plus 200, 400 logics. If you are good at this 400 logics, yes, you can easily crack 10 lakhs package. This Python course is going to solve this first 200 basic that are required for every computer science student. This is what we are going to discuss in this course. Not only in this complete course. In this course, we are going to discuss at least 50 logics, because we are assuming that this is first semester. You need to complete this first 50 logics. Then in the next semester, when we discuss about data structures, we are going to learn about some more around next 75 logics. Then next 75 logics placement training course will be, we are going to do that in the placement training course. So in order to, if every first year student is good at this basic 200 logics, he is having the capability, he will get the capability to learn the computer science on his own in online. Means he is capable of self-learning computer science. So that's why we want to support for the first year students to gain this 200 logics so that they can study complete computer science. You check our content, complete computer science, all the courses are available. So you can easily study complete computer science at Wisdomers. And please share it for all your friends. That is going to helpful for us and your friends also. If he is in first year BTech student, please share it for there. So these are the things which we are going to do. So before December, what we are going to do? We are going to complete 50 logics. Based on these 50 logics, Next 75 logics are going to be dependent. That we are going to complete in a data structures course. After December, we are going to start that. So coming to our actual Python. Okay. See, any programming language, variable is the basic. X is a variable. You can write any variable name. Y is a variable, or you can say Z is a variable. You can write it as hi is a variable. You can, what is meant by variable? First you need to understand this. In any programming language, variable is the basic thing which we are going to use. It is going to hold some memory. So now coming to actual basics of programming language. So before we move on to understand variable, first you need to understand what happens inside the computer. If you understand that, then only it is going to help you to understand and write the programs. First you need to understand what happens inside the memory. So in our computer, we are having a memory device. This is how basic intuition on memory device we are providing. This is how memory looks like. So this is our memory. On this memory, this is how our memory device will be. And each block is a memory space. How much memory space it is going to be, all these things will be discussed later. As of now, in the first class, this intuition is enough. So, and the first memory location is address is 0. And the second memory location address is 1. And the third memory location address is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how memory locations will be. So this intuition is very, very important in order to understand the remaining classes. And if you want to write the programming, this intuition is very, very important. So this is how memory device will be. So now coming to programming language, X is a variable. Whenever you define a variable, it is going to hold some memory space. Assume that X is holding 0th location. So using this variable, you can store some value. Because X is holding some memory location, using this variable, you can store some value. That is what variable means. Variable is going to help in our programming language to store some value. If you want to store the value, equal to sign is used to assign some value to the variable. So X equal to 10. Now X is holding a memory location, 0th location. 10 is going to be stored here. So this basic intuition is needed for all of you. So now X is a variable that holds some memory location. If you want to store some value in that variable, you want to use equal to, X equal to 10, then 10 is going to be stored in that memory location. Coming to next one, X equal to, if you write it as X equal to 20. Now you assign value 20 to variable X. Instead of 10, X is holding this memory location, 0th location. Instead of 10, 20 is going to be stored. So you understand what variable means, what variable is going to do. It is going to hold some memory location, having some memory location. In that memory location, it is going to store some value. So now we will go live, understand how to do coding. You understand one simple concept, what is meant by variable. Now if you want to go for hands-on experience, see Google Colab. In this we are going to do our Python programming. So go to collab.google, and if you sign in and open Collab, then you are going to get this screen. In this screen, if you click on code, see code, you are going to get this. Now here you can start executing Python. See, x is a variable and we are going to assign a value. See, x is equal to 10. 10 is a value that is stored in a variable x. So what happens inside? This is the point you need to understand. What happens inside the computer? Whenever you write this programming concept x is equal to 10, what happens inside? That is what we had shown here. See, what happens inside? Inside it is going to assign some value. See, x is assigned some memory location. Which location it has been assigned? It has been assigned 0th location. Wherever the location it may be, we don't know which location it is going to be assigned. Assume that 0th location has been assigned. In this 0th location, 10 value is going to be stored. So now you understand the programming concept. X equal to 10. X is a variable. We assigned that variable to x equal to 10 means this is what happens inside. So if you want to execute this program, you need to run this one. Click on this. It is going to be executed. See, if you want to display a value onto the output screen, then we are going to use print statement. So detailed explanations about print function will be discussed later. As of now, because this is the first class, you remember this. If you want to display something onto the output screen, we use print statement. Print x. See, whenever you execute this, if you want to execute this, click on execute. See, the output has been displayed 10. So in the Python programming, the first concept we learned is what is meant by variable. Variable is going to hold some value, is going to have some memory location. In that memory location, we can assign some values. So x equal to 10 means 10 is assigned to variable x. You need to have the intuition about what happens inside. In the memory location, this is what happens inside. 10 is going to be assigned, x is assigned some memory location, 0th location. See, the 0th location. In this 0th location, x equal to 10 means 10 is going to be stored. So whenever you displayed, you used this print statement, print x. So what that statement is going to do is, x is, you want to display x value. So whenever you write the programming print x, it is going to check the memory location, 0th location where x is assigned. In that memory location, what's the value that present? 10 is present. It is going to get that value and that value is going to be displayed on the screen. That is what happens in Python programming whenever you execute print statement. You can mention the variable names. That variable, the value that present in that variable is going to be displayed on the screen. So now, hope that we have provided some basic intuition about what is meant by variable and how we are going to display the values of the variable onto the screen. This is very easy. Up to now what we have learned is very easy. There is nothing logical about here. But slowly we will move on to the logical things. By the end of this class, definitely I am going to make sure that definitely you are going to learn one simple logic in today's class. And that simple logic we are going to use in many of the coding examples which we are going to discuss in our coming classes. Not only that, in the placement training also, based on this simple logic, you are going to get so many coding questions. Like that, in every live session. We are going to discuss that logical things. Everything is practically shown here and completely hands-on programming class. This is okay. Students, if anyone are following our class, please raise your hands and you can chat. I can chat. I am going to chat using a second account, Raghuveer.p. Based on that account, I am going to chat. So whatever we said up to now, is it understand? Do you understand that? Okay, and you take some time here, at least 2 to 3 minutes. Whatever we have mentioned up to now, you just rewind the concept so that we are moving to the next level. So if you are watching this after completion of the live, you can skip for 2 to 3 minutes so that you can continue the remaining thing. Okay, hope you understand. We had a good intuition on what happening inside the inside our programming language, what happens behind the hardware, how memory device will be, and how what happens when we assign a variable, and what happens when you use the print statement. Now coming to the next concept, now operators. See, the next concept is operator. Operators is a symbols. Operator is a symbol in our programming language which is going to do some operations. Example, there are so many different operations we are going to do in our programming languages. Some of the operations are arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operators. Some of the things which we are going to do is arithmetic operators are plus. Addition is an arithmetic operation. Minus, multiplication, division. These are the arithmetic operations which we are going to use. Not only this, we have few more arithmetic operations: integer division, modulus. So these are the arithmetic operators which we are going to use. So operator is a symbol that we are going to use in our programming language to do some operations. What kind of operations we are going to do? The basic operations are arithmetic operations. Not only arithmetic operations, logical operations, shift operations, like that, so many operations. In this class, we are going to discuss about arithmetic operators. So according to our previous section, what we have learned, we defined a variable x equal to 10. We assigned some value to that variable, that is 10. Now you define one more variable, y equal to, assign some value, x plus x. So plus is an operator symbol which is used to do some operation. What kind of operation we are going to do? Arithmetic operation. So x plus x, what's that mean? Go get the value from memory location that assigned for x variable. What's the value that present in x? 10. So it is going to get the value 10 plus, what's the value that present in x? 10. 10 plus 10, which is 20. And this value has to be assigned to the variable called y. Means this value has to be stored in a memory location. Behind the scenes, what's happening? This value is going to be stored in a memory location. Which memory location it is going to be stored? We don't know which memory location it is going to be assigned. Y is going to be assigned some memory location. So from our diagram, memory diagram, go to our memory diagram, assume that y is given 4th memory location. Now 20 is going to be stored in memory location 4. This is what happens behind the scene. So y is equal to 20 now. So y is equal to 20. What's the value that present here? Y is equal to 20. We have done some arithmetic operator. What is that? Addition operation. So now go to hands-on experience. You open Google Colab. Try to write the code. If you want to write the code, take next code cell and inside that write this one. Write the code. So what's the code? X equal to 10 and y equal to x plus x. If you want to display the value that present in y, print y. If you want to execute this, do it. So when you execute, see the output is 20. Okay. So now you know how to write, take some variables and do some operations in programming. So what operations we learned today? Arithmetic operations. Now, so how you are going to do the remaining arithmetic operations? What's the remaining arithmetic operations? I want to take two variables. I want to do 10 minus 15. How you are going to do? Any one of you, if you are doing, try to open the Google Colab and try to execute how you are going to do 10 minus 15, 10 multiplied by 15, 10 divided by 15. How you are going to write the code, and you want to display the values of 10 minus 15, 10 multiplied by 15, 10 divided by 15, all these values you want to display. You want to write the code for displaying addition, multiplication, division and subtraction of 10 and 15 values. How you write that code? Try to write it on your own. So we are giving 2 minutes time. So if you are try to write it. That's why this is completely hands-on course. We are going to teach it here and we are going to give some time to write the code, and then again we continue. Like this we are going to continue complete Python course, and after that we are going to do data structures and all those things. Because to make students self-learning, we are doing this live sessions. Most of the first year students, they are going to get confused in the first year BTech how to study, so that these live classes are going to be very, very helpful for them, and to build the confidence for self-learning, these are going to be very, very helpful. So now, we are going to write the code. How to write the code? Let's check that one. So x equal to 10. We need to do y equal to 15. We need to do addition and multiplication, subtraction and division of 10 and 15. In order to do that, so take one more variable, z equal to x plus y. So plus is an operator symbol. Similarly, you take one more variable, k equal to x minus y. Take one more variable, j equal to x multiplied by y. Take one more variable, L equal to x divided by y. So we can take any number of variables. That is the point you need to understand, or you can use the same variables. So in order to make you understand that point, we have taken so many variables. Suppose if you want to display the outputs, what you are going to do? Print, what's the value you need to display? Addition value, which is there in the variable z. So z is going to display 10 plus 5 value. Similarly, print k. Similarly, print j. Similarly, print L. If you want to execute this, let's see what happens. If you run execution, this is what it is going to. So 10 plus 15, which is 25, then 10 minus 15, which is minus 5, 10 multiplied by 15, 150, and 10 divided by 15, which is 0.6666 something. Okay, hope you understand how to use arithmetic operators, and two more arithmetic operators are there. We need to understand those two more arithmetic operators. This is very, very important. From now onwards, we are slowly moving into the depth of programming language. So you need to focus here, because these are little bit confusion. So the next one is integer arithmetic operator, integer division. See, we already know what this operator means. Addition operator. This is minus operator. This is multiplication operator, and this is division operator. So now you need to understand what is this double slash, two slashes. See, this two slashes is integer division. Integer division means, suppose take 15 divided by 10. So what's the 15 divided by 10 means? 1.5. Integer division means it is going to consider only the integer part. This floating point is not going to be considered. That is what integer division means. Suppose take x equal to 15 by 10. Then in the x you are going to have only 1. It is not 1.5, only 1 is there, because integer division is going to take only integer part of the expression. So if you take 20 divided by 8, which is 2.6 something, 2.6 or something, when you take double slash, it is going to consider only integer part. So z is equal to 20 by 8. What's the value that present in z? 2 is going to be present in the z. So that is what integer division means. Integer division is going to consider only integer part of the division value. That is what integer division means. Now coming to the next one, modulus operator. So coming to modulus operator, next operator is modulus operator. So modulus operator symbol is percentage symbol. What's this modulus operator will do? Suppose 15 modulus 10. So 15 modulus 10, which is 1.2, 1.15. So 15 modulus 10 means it is going to do division value. 15 divided by 10. What is the value you are going to get? 10 ones 10 and 5 means 50, 10, 5 is 50, which is 1.5. But if you go, what's modulus operator do is 15 when you divide it by 10, 10 ones 10. So what's the remainder? 5. Modulus is going to take the remainder value. So when you use x equal to 15 modulus 10, what's the value that present in x? X will take the remainder value. What is the remainder value? 5. So x contains x equal to 5. Okay, this is what happens in modulus operation. In modulus operation, modulus is going to consider the remainder value. You take one more example. Let's take x equal to 20 modulus 8. 20 modulus 8 means 20 when you divide by 8, 8 to 16, what's the remainder value? 4. So x is going to contain value 4. So these are the operators arithmetic operators which we are going to learn today. So what are the arithmetic operators that completely we have learned? Plus, minus, division, integer division, multiplication and modulus operator. So now, and modulus operator. Let's try to execute the integer division and modulus operator also. Then we will go to our first logic. Okay, open Google Colab. Here add a new thing code, and from here see x equal to 20 and take y equal to 8 and you take z equal to x. Modulus operator means percentage symbol, so percentage y. Similarly, if you want to go for integer division, k equal to x integer division y. If you want to display the values, print z. Next, if you want to display the integer division, print k. So if you execute this, let's check the output. See, x modulus y, which is 20 modulus 8 is remainder value is 4. 4 is going to be displayed. Similarly, x integer division y, 8 20 divided by 8, which is 2 point something. So only integer value is going to be considered here. So the value is 2. 2 point something, which is going to take only value 2. So this is what integer division means. This is what integer division means. So for today's class, this is what we want to teach you, and based on what you have learned today, we need to give some logical challenge. So this is where you need to apply your logical thinking. Like this, if you complete 50 challenges, that is enough for first semester. In the first semester BTech student, these 50 challenges are enough to understand. Once you understand these 50 challenges, based on these 50 challenges, whatever the logical thinking you applied on these 50 challenges, based on that, we are going to use those challenges and build your next challenges in our second semester in data structures. Similarly, we move on to placement training and all those things. So that's why you need to come step by step, logic by logic. Then you are going to understand all the things. So are you ready for the challenge? So let's go into the challenge. So based on whatever you learned today, now take any 3-digit number. Let's take x equal to 789. Means x contains a value of 789. So whenever you are given a 3-digit number, you need to output unit place contains 9. Tens place contain 8. Hundreds place contain 7. So you need to display 987. This is what you need to do using arithmetic operators. By using arithmetic operators, you have to do this. Okay, this is what the challenge is. This is where your mathematical thinking capability is going to increase. If you are able to solve this challenge, then you already into the logical thinking, and based on this logical thinking is whatever the challenge you have done today, this is going to help you in many of the examples in the coming classes. So that's why think about it. This is like a regular class. We are giving some time to think about how you are going to do and how you are going to display this 9, 8 and 7. Suppose let's take one more example. If you are taken x equal to, suppose assume that 245. You need to display output. What's there in the unit place? 5. So you need to display 5, and you need to display what's there in the tens place? 4. And what's there in the hundreds place? 2. You need to display 5, 4, 2. This is what you have to do. You need to do this using arithmetic operators. So whoever solved this, please put it in the comment. We are going to analyze the comments and we are going to give you reply. So in the next live session, we will start with here and we will continue with the next Python course. We are going to explain how you can do this, we can do this. And one more suggestion, at this time, you are not supposed to use AI and generate the code. because using AI at this position is not good. Your capability is not going to grow if you start using AI at this stage. Once you build your logical capability, logical thinking capability and coding capability, then you can start using this AI and you can generate the code. Hope you understand what's the logic you need to build in this class by the next live session. Maybe we are going to start our next live session on Monday. Next Monday we are going to start this next live session. So by the time you have to complete your whatever we have asked today, you need to complete that. You think about it, how you can do using these 5 operations. How you are going to display the units place, hundreds place, tens place, the value that present in, how you can write the code based on whatever we learned today. Based on that you have to do that. Okay, thank you. Thanks for this first live session. Please share it with all your friends. That is going to be helpful for many of the students and for us. Thank you. Meet you in the next live session. Have a great day.